Hey Bodi, this is Coach Altman with your October pitching mechanics breakdown. I'm going to start by just playing through your delivery in slow motion. Okay, so remember there's 5 phases to delivery. The first phase is hip load. Okay, during hip load, a couple things I'm looking for. I want to see that front leg track up towards that back shoulder. As you can see, you're kind of going back behind that back shoulder. Remember, we want to get this thing out, or get our knee going towards this back shoulder. That kind of sets us up in a little bit better position to go down the mound. Okay, so that's the first thing. Next thing is, remember, our first initial move is with our glutes or with our butt. All right, our hips need to go first. Our head needs to stay back. Okay, it looks like you're doing that. All right, remember, we want that front hip to be slightly elevated as we make our move down the mound. Okay, as we make that initial move down the mound. So make sure that you continue to work on that as well. Okay, when we get to the apex of our leg lift, one thing I like to do is just draw a line, because I like to see how your knee interacts or what leads you down the mound. Okay, remember, as we get into hip lead, okay, where this front foot gets out in front of our front shoulder, okay, I want to see what's known as a knee pinch. Okay, so remember, a knee pinch is where we need to create an angle with this back knee in order to apply force into the ground. Okay, remember, we want force to go at an angle into the ground this way, but the only way we can do that is if we apply, or if we create an angle with our back leg. Okay, now, while it looks like you're creating that angle with your back leg, it's actually a result of our back knee going in and coming over our toes. Okay, remember, we want this back leg to stay vertical. All right, we don't want it to go at an angle where our back knee comes up past our toes. Okay, so we need to continue to work on keeping our back heel grounded and shifting our weight back, or shifting our hips back, almost thinking about your hips going back behind your butt, just like you're doing like a back squat. This will activate our glutes better and improve our direction down the mound. Remember, we want this back knee to track towards the catcher. Okay, so really for you, focusing on lateral drive drills is really, really important. Okay, because if you watch, see how quick you lose your heel. All right, watch this back foot. Okay, we're grounded, but because our back knee isn't tracking towards the catcher, we lose that heel pretty quick. All right, and now we're not rotating with our glutes. It means we're rotating with our quads, which is not as effective. All right, we don't want to rotate up under our toe. We want to wait for that to happen as long as possible. Okay, and then because we rotate up onto our toe, we're not able to keep our weight back with our trunk, and so now when we get in a front foot strike, we kind of have a mess of problems. Okay, remember, we want to keep this weight back. Okay, if I drew a line up the middle of our body, our head should still be back behind that line. Okay, and then because your hips open up so early, we're not able to keep our shoulders closed, and we're not able to create hip to shoulder separation. Okay, so at this point in the delivery, our head should still be back behind this line. Okay, and our glove should still be up with our thumb pointed down. All right, that keeps our shoulders closed off and allows us to create hip to shoulder separation. All right, but because you come up onto that toe so early, all the way back here, we're not able to get into that glute, and we're not able to rotate as effectively. All right, and then because we're here, okay, now see how our arm is at this kind of weird angle. All right, our arm's late getting up, and then that right there, because that's outside of 90 degrees, sometimes that can lead to elbow issues. All right, so not rotating effectively with our lower half, or not using our lower half as well as we should, can lead to arm issues, which is kind of a crazy correlation, but that's usually how it works. All right, and then as we go into release, all right, when we release the ball, this front knee or front leg needs to be fully extended. All right, that's how we can most effectively transfer power from our back leg to our front leg, and then up through our body, out our hand. Okay, so For you, Bodi, over the next month, I highly suggest that you check out the lateral drive drills, and I highly suggest that you check out the lead leg block drills, all right? Because cleaning up some of these lower half issues will help a lot with both your command, your velocity, and then your overall arm health, all right? Like always, Bodi, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask either Coach Glover or I. All right, thank you.